I just picked up the Fenty Skin Hydra Vizor Hues Tinted Moisturizer Sunscreen SPF30. Let me try it on for you guys to see. If you remember last summer, the mineral sunscreen left me looking like this. Not good at all, not dark skin friendly. Now this summer, let's see if this is any better with the right application, of course, because most of you do not apply the right amount of sunscreen. You don't even apply enough. So let's see if this is going to be more of a sunscreen or more of a foundation. This sunscreen is said to be a lightweight, hydrating, tinted SPF moisturizer that boosts the skin's elasticity and visibly fades dark spots, and it comes in 10 flexible shades. It leaves the skin with a natural glowy finish. It is fragrance free and can be used by all skin types, including sensitive skin. This sunscreen comes in just one size and it retails for $40, and the refillable set is $48. If you're purchasing this from the Netherlands, it's €35 and the refillable set is €42. However, the €35 one is not available in the sense that it doesn't ship here to the Netherlands, so you must buy the refillable set. I'm not sure why it's an option on their website. You get what I mean? Anyway, I got this with the hopes of using it as a foundation if it doesn't work as a sunscreen, so let's see how it goes. As always, I'll do a hand swatch first, so let's see how this will look at the back of my palm. Okay, come out. Are you ready? Don't be too dark. It is too dark. Guys, see the shade? It looks darker than the camera is picking it, in my opinion. Okay, so I'm going to use my fingers to spread it. Just one finger. So here's what it looks like after blending it in. So here's what my skin looks like without product, and here's what it looks like with the product on. Definitely it looks darker than I am. I think I should have gotten a lighter shade. If you're wondering, I got it in the shade 8. I should have gotten 7. I was just not sure if, 7 would have been too light, but anyway, since I got 8, I do have a brighter concealer that I can use to like fix it up if I'm wearing it as a foundation, so that's kind of fine, although I really wanted it to be like a perfect match. So to measure my sunscreen, I'm going to be using this Naturium sunscreen cover. I'm doing this because I want to know how many pumps would give me, a 1/4 teaspoon. So let me do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm pressing to the end. 5, 6, 7. So with 7 pumps, not slides, press it to the end. With 7 pumps, you get a 1/4 teaspoon that you can use on your face. And if you had to apply it to your neck, you need to apply another 7 pumps. I want to just swatch this briefly on my face so that you guys can see the shade comparison. So that is what it looks like. I promise you it's a lot darker than, I don't know, what this light is giving. And it's natural light, just so you know. I'm not using studio lights. But it looks like it would work. It looks like it would work. Time to apply this. Just going to tap a bit. I'm just going to smoothen this like so. Probably should have done one side with and one side without, but that's what I should have done. But I'm not done applying it, so what I would do is to finish applying it evenly, then use a paper towel to wipe one side. I think that's best, just so I know that I've gotten an even application. So guys, I am done with face application. Here are what my palms look like. This feels like a lot of product on here. I'm just going to turn side by side so that you guys can see. This is definitely darker than my neck, but of course with concealer this would work out well, I think. I want to show you guys what my face looks like with the non-tinted sunscreen as well as with this side by side. So what does this feel like on the skin? It is lightweight yet oily. I feel the oil on my face, so I find this greasy. It's not like a sunscreen I'll pick up on a normal day. So this is definitely going to be used as a foundation for me, meaning that I will apply a sunscreen first before I use this product, because using it as a foundation means I'll use less product, so meaning I get less protection. So definitely, to get full protection, I have to apply a sunscreen first before it. And I recommend you also do that if you get this and want to use it as a foundation. Dry skin may find this not as greasy as I find it, but my skin feels really oily in my opinion. So I want to go off camera right now to wash my palms, and I'll bring a paper towel to wipe one side of my face so that we can see what my face looks like without the sunscreen and with the sunscreen. May not be 100% clean, but we will kind of get the idea. Okay, so here's what my face looks like without sunscreen and with sunscreen. Without, with. I'm going to come forward a bit. Without, with. Do you think this is a perfect match or not? Let me know in the comment section. Right now, I want to treat this as a foundation. I'm going to go in with a regular sunscreen first, then apply this sunscreen over it. So my sunscreen of choice is this one from Dr. Ciracle, which I have here. I'm actually going in with a lot more than I ought to, but I'm fine with that. I'm just going to apply that like so. Yeah, let me wait for this to air dry and I'll go on to apply the mineral sunscreen as a foundation. Now I want to go in with the Fenty one, and since I'm treating it as a foundation, I'm just going to go in with just 2 pumps only. Tap to just slightly blend it in. So using it as a foundation, I don't need so much pumps. So using this as a foundation is a lot more better in my opinion. It's less greasy as opposed to this side using it as a sunscreen with the right amount. So I definitely recommend this as a foundation as opposed to a sunscreen. At least that's what I'll use it for. I want to go in with Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I'm going in with a dry beauty blender. Starting with my under eyes first. You guys see that this gives me a very nice look already. Now I'll come down to this area. I'm trying to do this real quick. So here's what this side of my face looks like after applying setting powder. So right now I want to quickly apply setting powder on this side so I can have like a balanced face. Starting with my under eye, go gentle. You can definitely see that the beauty blender or the powder is taking out all the shine that this side has. So I'm done applying setting powder on this side of my face. Now it's rounded, but one thing I noticed is that the beauty blender was sucking up the product. So here's what the beauty blender looks like. I want to quickly go off camera to complete my face. I'm done, and here's the finished look. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. So I just bronzed, used mascara, brow pencil, lip gloss and liner, and that's pretty much it. And it looks really, really good. So I recommend you to use this as a foundation as opposed to a sunscreen, except you don't find it greasy when you use the right amount. Then you can proceed to use it as a sunscreen. Is this dark skin friendly? Absolutely, it's dark skin friendly. Depending on the shade you pick, it would definitely work. Even if it's darker than your skin, for example, you can fix it up with a concealer or use other complexion products like I did, because I did not even use a concealer for this look. Although it's still slightly darker than my neck. Let me show you what I mean. Do you guys see? I kind of feel like it's slightly darker than my neck, but it's fine. Like if I had used a lighter concealer, I think it would have gone, you know, a little brighter, if that makes sense. But for me, this is totally fine. I can definitely wear this out. What does this sunscreen smell like? I know it claims to be fragrance free, but hold on, let me sniff it for you guys. It smells like a fruit. It's not overpowering. What type of sunscreen is this? This is a mineral sunscreen. The sunscreen filters are zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. Zinc oxide is 15.5% if I remember, but I'm not sure what titanium dioxide quantity is or percentage is. Other ingredients includes Kalahari melon plus baobab extract, niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, and so on. Does this sting the eyes or peel? So far, this does not sting my eyes, but be careful. If a little gets in, probably you just feel like you have oil in your eyes. But aside from that, nothing in terms of peeling. No single peeling whatsoever. Works well with other products. At least I applied it on another sunscreen and no peeling. I also applied complexion product over it and nothing. So do I recommend this product? As a foundation, I totally recommend it. As a sunscreen, I'd say that you have to answer 2 questions for yourself. One, will you use the right amount? And the second one is, will you be able to repurchase it when you finish up a bottle? So it's all based on your preference. That's pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, let me know in the comment section. Share with me if this is something you'll be purchasing and what you think about it. Give this video a thumbs up, share it to those who you think should watch this video. Subscribe down below. Please hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys in my next one. Mwah. Bye guys, thank you so much for watching.